Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
Greater than 20. So we should get 30, 40. We have got 10, 20, 30, 40, right? Input data. Now we are giving greater than 20. So 10, 20, we will not get it. So we should get 30 and 40. Yeah? So supply this condition and click on what? Validate button. Yeah. And then say okay. Yeah. Then say okay. Right. So that's it. Yeah? Like how to add what? Second filter condition. Say apply and okay. That's it. Yeah? Now save it again because we modify, right? Save it again. Control S. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what happened? Dinesh, you closed it, huh? I think it's in the left side. Left scroll it should do. Oh, it went somewhere, huh? I think it's in the top. Scroll up, Dinesh. Yeah. I can see, right, Dinesh? Actually, it went down.
Yeah. That's why I am also checking very deep.
Yeah, that's.
That's
Yeah, what if you click, no, some horizontal scroll, vertical scroll, no, then it will go down or up. Yeah. Fine. So I think Priyank is done and this is also done. Fine. Now let us go to what workflow manager. Correct, no? Go to workflow manager. Right. Now, what we need to do? We need to make this particular change reflected in what? Session level. Because if you go and open old session, right, you will have what? Single filter. Can you see here? There's only single filter. Now, what we have done, adding what? One more filter. So that should be reflected here. To reflect it, what need to be done? We need to refresh this particular session. So right click on this session and refresh mapping. Can you see here? Yeah, right click on session and select what? Refresh mapping. So this is what we need to do. Yeah. Cannot refresh. Can you see here? It was not modified. So the single target, right? Which one we modified? That's what we need to go and see, right? So which see, can you see here? No objects have been modified, which means I refreshed the wrong session. That's what it means. Now let's go and look at what is the mapping here. Can you see mapping here? Mapping filter multiple targets. This is separate mapping, which means we need to create a separate task. That's what it means. Yeah? So just organize this. Just put it in the top. This one, second session. Yeah. Then add one more session. Go to task menu, and select what? Create. Right? And supply the session name here. Session underscore multiple targets. I repeat, supply what? The session name, which is session underscore multiple targets. Yeah? So that is what we can see here, right? Yeah. Now all done. Now I think Dinesh is doing. Dinesh, add new task. Go to session. I think you already added. So 3 is done it. Just drag and drop. I think 4 is also done. Yeah, perfect. So all are doing. So now people have become experts. Now create and select what? Mapping filter multiple targets. Yeah, mapping filter multiple targets, right? Say okay and done. That's it. Now let me also optimize it. Now connect it. This part we know, right? Go to task, select link task and connect to start to session task. That's it. Yeah. So for 2 design and 3. Oh, I think this has become expert now. 4, yeah. 4, you still have to do multiple targets. Huh? Yes, that's correct. Yes. Yeah. Now the next step is what? Go to repository and save before we look at the properties. See, it is valid. So far, so good. Now let us double click on properties, multiple targets, right? So go to mapping. Now, so if you go and look at here, SEQ_1 TGT scratch. Session _1 TGT scratch. So this is where you can go and check what is the filter here. Filter is true, which means what? Our conditions, like what we have done, we are unable to see it here. Which means what? Can you guess the reason why we can't able to say it? Who can answer this question?
Sorry, sir, come again.
Now we are unable to say these are two targets. No? We should able to say two targets in this particular session level, which we are not able to see. Yeah?
Maybe because you have not saved it.
Not saved. Huh? I saved it just now. Let me save it
Mapping
again.
is not.
Can you see here? No changes detected, madam. Yeah. Next. So
Mapping is
is it pointing
selected.
to? Yeah. Can you see mapping filter multiple targets? Is this the right one? So let's go and verify. Mapping filter multiple targets. Right? Yeah. Next. No changes. Here also it's saved properly. Can you guess the reason why?
For me, both the targets are showing.
Yeah, perfect. So you have done it properly, right? So here, can you guess what could be the reason? Refresh. Can you see a refresh mapping? Yeah. Now, can you see warning symbol? Now I'm saving. Now, if you go and double click and go to mapping, where we could able to see multiple targets and two filters. Remember this. You got right? So which means if you try to modify existing mapping, right, then we need to get it refreshed within this workflow level. That's all, nothing else. Now let us look at filters. First filter, so nothing. Second filter we are focusing, right? Department number greater than 20. That we have it. Now let us go and supply what second filter target is what? SEQ1 we gave, right? Let us supply the name here. I'll put filter2.txt, whatever. Yeah? Perfect. I think all done, right? C:/target. Yeah. and supply the name. I'll just put here seq underscore filter 2 dot txt. Second filter, right? That's it. Yeah, I think 2 is done and 3 is done, I think. Priyanka, you got it right already. That's perfect. Yeah. Now say okay. Right? So that's it. Like how one can start adding multiple filters and then save it. No, no. I repeat, you can just save it. Yeah. Now the next step is what we need to know, like how to execute this, right? So let's go to workflow, same thing, like what we did. This part we know already. Yeah, now it is running. Let's go to workflow monitor to monitor this. See, it is running. See, multiple tasks are running in parallel. 1, 2, 3, all right. Can you see here? Which means we can run multiple tasks in parallel. See, one got succeeded. Now all got succeeded. That's it. So now we need to look at what? Session multiple target. We are focusing on that session, right? The right click and say what? Get session log. Yeah. So that's it. Now we can see summary, right? 2 records. Input is 4 records, but output is what? 2 records. That's what we can see. That's what we expected also, right? Yes or no? No. So you can go to bottom, Dinesh, where you can see session load summary. Yeah. Priyanka, I think Priyanka could able to see it, and Dilly also could able to see it. Fine, perfect. Now let us verify the target. So open with a notepad, you can do, Dilly. Yeah. So now let me also go to target. Can you see? SCQ filter 2, it got generated. So here we could able to see 2 records because we just map only one column, right? Which is department number. So that's what we can see as part of this result, right? So that's it. Like how one can start what you call building mapping with multiple targets. Yeah? So what you can do is for lunchtime or after the session, right? You can add 1 or 2 more filter transformations and corresponding targets and see how it works, right? So I think 2 I have shown it. So you can take an exercise. Yeah? Add 2 more filter transformations and see the corresponding results in the respective target. Done, right? Yeah. Any questions so far? Anybody?
Here, sir, I have one question. So
Yeah.
once execute the workflow, then automatically other
Finish?
processes are failed. So we want current session, right? So how we will do? We
No, I
want to
didn't get
execute only current session.
your voice was breaking. Dinesh, can you speak? Can you please repeat your
No,
question?
no. Yeah, yeah. Actually, in that workflow, we have three sessions, right? We create 3 sessions. So,
Right.
but currently we executing only third session instead of 2. So I don't want to execute first, second session. I want to execute only third session.
Yeah.
So
In
is it
that
possible?
case, it's very simple. Yeah. That is very much possible. So what we need to do, that's a fantastic question. Huh? So to do this, execute only our task, don't execute other tasks. That's what your question. To put it in simple terms, right? Now, Dinesh, what we need to do is
Yeah, yeah.
we need to go to particular workflow monitor, right? Now, select
Yeah,
only this particular, let's say, session multiple targets. I'm doing it on your system only. Yeah. Can you see here? Restart task.
yeah, yeah.
So only that task will be executed. See, other tasks are not running. Only your task is getting execute. You can see, no? That's it. Yeah, not successful, right? This is how we can execute only your task. Does it answer question, Dinesh? Dinesh, you're there? Oh, looks like yeah, some problem. Others could able to hear, right? Priyanka, Dilli, Susha, all, right?
Hello. Hello. Sorry, sir. I was out.
Yeah, yeah. Some problem.
Hello.
Look, now you got, right? We just have to
Yes.
select your session, task, and restart it. That's it. Only your task only will be executed, Dinesh. Yeah? Got,
Okay.
no?
Only
Like for
single,
example, let me
whatever
show
we
it.
need, one only. Yeah.
Exactly. You are right. You got it, Dinesh. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm running it again. Yeah. So only you are the only this task is running. Other tasks are not executing. Right. That's it. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. This is how
Yeah.
we can take care. Perfect. Yeah. So fantastic question. Yeah. So likewise, start asking questions so that we can make it more interactive. No. Yeah. So any kind of question you can ask. Yeah. Right. Now let us start moving on to what next topic. So can you see any limitation with this particular filter transformation? Answer is yes. Yeah. Like in if you take any programming language, right? There's a concept of what is called fall through and no fall through. Meaning what? So if you have what let us say if condition, within that else if condition, and within that or let us say another else if condition and another else if condition, and finally let us say else, then close, right? So let's say we have got multiple else if ladders. Then what will happen? Irrespective of whether the condition gets satisfied or not, all these else if statements will be evaluated, which would result in what? Performance problem. So which means what? Irrespective of whether the first or second condition gets satisfied, the rest of the conditions also would be evaluated, which should not happen because it's unnecessary overhead. So how to cut down that? That is where we need to go with what? In programming, there's a concept where we have got another decision making block, which is what I call switch, where we can supply the label here, and within that we can have what I call case blocks. Like for example, case label we supply. Label one, let's say some logic part here, then followed by what you call break. Then what happens here? As and when this particular what you call condition gets satisfied, which is case block, control comes out from the switch. That is what happened in case of switch. Similarly, we can have n number of case blocks. Let's say case 2. Then put what logic over here. Then again we can have a break here. Now, if you want break, we can use it, or else no. Then finally we can have default case block. Within that we can have common logic, or the logic which can be used for unmatched case block. Then here also we can have break statement. So which means what? This fall through concept would be overwhelmed by using what? Switch, wherever this condition gets satisfied, the rest of the conditions will not be evaluated. As a result, we are going to get what? Performance benefit. That is a concept, right? So which we do it in any programming, even in what database also can be done. Now, next question: how do you achieve it within this particular Informatica? So that is where we have got another transformation, which is what I call router transformation or router transformation, where we can have one transformation with multiple subgroups we call. Each subgroup will have case statement where we can build a condition so that we'll get corresponding result. Yeah. Fine, right? That's a one benefit we get it. And second benefit we get it from router transformation is what one we got, right? One benefit we understood, right? So which means we can have multiple blocks with whichever satisfies it, control comes out from that. That's the first thing. And second, Second benefit is what? In filter, for every condition, I repeat, for every condition, we have just added separate filter, right? Filter 1 for let's say TGT1, and filter 2, filter 2 for what? Target 2, let's say TGT2, right? Likewise, we can have what? N number of filters. What will happen if you have multiple filters, right? So what Informatica should do? One, it has to create thread for each filter. Let's say create thread 1 for filter 1 and create thread 2 for filter 2. Correct, no? So there is going to be spawn overhead, which is creation overhead. Next is what? It also has to transfer the data from upstream transformation, of upstream transformation to what? Transformation to filter transformation. So it means what? Let's say source should be connected to what? Filter 1, and same source should also be connected to what? Filter 2. Correct, no? So which means what? So here there is a transfer overhead. One anyway, it's required anyway. This is extra. So this is what we call transfer overhead. Clear, no? This is the one more we call bottleneck we have. So these are two issues with what? Filter transformation. So those things we can avoid it by using router. So router, what do we do here? In router 1, we can cut down n number of filters to what? One single router. So we converted, right? So we don't need multiple filters. Second, so we don't need transfers also. One router will be connected to what? Multiple targets. And then second, from the source, we can connect to one router, which means what? We are cutting down what you call two, here we have got a two links, right? Which is converted to single link. So if you have multiple filters, if there are 3 links, means distinct one link only, which means if you have too many filters, right, then you'll get that much of benefit with the what? Router transformation, which means what? We are avoiding data transfer overhead. Unnecessary data transfer is happening with from source to what? For each of the filter. So that is not required with this particular router. This is a second benefit we get it. Now let us start getting into practical part of it. Clear, no? So before practical part of it, if you have any questions, no, then we can talk about it. Concept is to be very clear. Tool is very complex. It's anybody can do it. Remember, concept is very difficult to get it. Even if you read 100 documents, also you will not get it. This much of detail. Remember, yeah. Clear, right? Yeah, Informatica documentation is very lengthy, but you don't get it in this much of simple way. Yeah, done, right? Now let us start getting into like understanding like how to do it. So that is going to be the next question. I repeat. Now we need to start understanding like how to do it. Let us start doing it. They're all there, right? Dinesh, Priyanka, Dilly, and Usha. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Now let us start building new mapping. Go to mappings menu and select what? Create. Yeah. Apply the mapping name. Mapping underscore. I'll just put what? Router. With we'll start with what? Single target, so that you will see. Then we'll add multiple targets. So that you will see the effect of router against with filter. Yeah. So now let us take what source. Let us say same source. Let us go to same source so that there won't be any confusion. If I keep on switching multiple sources, right, you'll get into confusion mode. Let us not do that. Take one understanding in detail. Yeah, let us take this department source. And yes, 2, 3 is done, 4 is done, 5, 6. Yeah, fine. Now, so let us add transformation. Go to transformation. Yeah, and select what? Create. Yeah. Supply router. Just type R, you'll get it. And supply name here router TRX with I'll put here single target to start with. Fine. Take create. Yeah. Yeah. Now drag and drop. So if you are finding difficult drag drop, right, what we can do is right click and say what? Arrange all. Can you see here? Arrange all. So it will arrange it by itself. See, it has come on the left side. Yeah? And other things will be in the center. It will be centered. Yeah? So, but if the window size is big, this is good. But here the window size is small, right? Because of a virtual part for you guys now. One inside another, right? That is why this arrange all is not good. Or else that will be very good. You know, make it arrange all the transformations in a sequential. Now you can just drag and drop outer. You know. Now the next, connect this like what we did for filter. Yeah. Yeah. Now we connected. Now let us all done so far. Yeah, one is fine. Yeah, that's fantastic. All done, right? Fantastic. Now let us double click on router. Yeah. Where can you see groups here? Now there are no groups. Yes or no? Now we need to add a group. I just click once only. Yeah. Let us click once. Yeah. And then say okay. Don't do anything. Only once. Yeah. That's all. Yeah. Now we could able to see. Look at this transformation, right? Group and default, which means what? This is a case one. This is what? Default case block. Like I talked about from the programming perspective, right? Yes or no? This is one case, logic, break, and default. By default, you'll have two things minimum. Remember this. That's what we can see. This is the input data, and this is what first group data. Yeah, first group, second group, or whatever. Right. So that's it. Now you got right. So like
Can
how?
you please go to that group? How many groups you added? One or two? I can see two. You have added two. One.
You can see two, right? Yeah. Just say okay, madam. Let us see. Yeah, you will have it. This three, right? Yours. You can see two.
Yeah.
New group one plus default. No, correct, right? You got the answer, right, Priyanka?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Now let's move on. So next is what? Add a target. Yeah. Let's go to targets folder, and drag and drop this one of the target definition. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Now look at here. Which has to be mapped? Who can answer this? Do you need to map it from input, or group one, or default? Yeah. So answer is logical answer is what? Go to router where we can go to ports. Now, can you see here? We cannot drag and drop department number, department name, location because it allows only input. Can you see here? Only input. So we cannot connect to what? A target. Yeah. So now what to be connected target? The conditional outputs, which means what? department number 1, department name 1, location. Remember.
To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 399 plan and grow your skills immensely.
You got no? So these are the only input ports, and new group 1 default they're the output ports. Now let us connect. Let us connect all these ports from new group 1 to what? A target which we added just now. That's all. Yeah. Yeah. I repeat. Let us connect router transformation to a target, which is sequential target to done, right? So that's all we need to do. You know, like how to map router to a target. Yeah. Yeah. All done, huh? Dinesh? Yes, Dinesh is done. And Priyank is done. Nil is done. Perfect. Fantastic. Yeah. Now let us save it. So here we have not built any condition. So we should get the complete data. Then we'll add a condition in the next exam. Yeah. So that we'll understand. Yeah. Let us create a new mapping. Huh? Workflows, create new because it's a new transformation, right? So workflow underscore router. I'll just put first underscore router TRX, which indicates transformation. I repeat, supply the workflow name, workflow underscore router underscore transformation. So that is what need to be done. Yeah. Done, right? Say enter. I'll hit enter button. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Now, once it is done, next step is what? Let's create a task. Go to task menu, click create, and supply the session name. Yeah. Session underscore router transformation. Single target. Just put single target, yeah, because we are focusing on the single target, right? Done, huh? All. Add a task, Dinesh. Go to task and add a task. Yes. Priyanka added, and this is also added. Fine. Now click on. Yeah. Now we need to select our transformation. Where do we have this mapping? Router single target. You can see, no? Yeah. Then say okay. Yeah. And then done. That's all. Yeah. Right? All done, no? Perfect. Very fantastic. Yeah. All done. Now let us connect. Start task with what? Session task. Connect from start task to what? Session task. Yeah. So now configure the session properties. Yeah. So double click on session. The result, all that, right? Yeah.
Yes, I got the result, but the output file is empty. There's no output.
Oh, really? Oh, then
Yeah.
let me also say that's a fantastic thing. Yeah. Let me show it in my system. So others also, right? Anybody has got a result?
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
four
listen now.
records.
Yeah, fantastic. So Priyanka's system looks like she has not got it. We'll see why it has not come. That's a good thing, right? We can always learn that. Yeah. Let me supply this C:// target. Yeah. Yeah. So now let us apply what trash standards. I'll just put here router single dot a. That's all. It's done, right? Now let me save and run. Dinesh is done, right? Yes, Dinesh
Yeah,
already done.
done.
I'm lagging behind. So now let me start. Yeah. Yes, still running. Yeah, successful, right? Session router single target. So we can just go and see. Have you checked session log, Priyanka? Yeah, let us see that. So yeah,
Yes, I've checked it.
0, right? Yeah, we'll see that. So we got all the 4 rows, right? You can see here 4 rows, no? So we can verify this in the target. So this is single router single, right? We got all the 4 rows, madam. Yeah. Now let me just try to check Priyanka. So now let's go to what you have done. So this is perfect. I don't see anything. Let's go to router trans. Yeah. So this is the target name, right? The security it is crash target, no? That's
Yes.
correct. The router has got empty. Perfect. I don't see any problem, you know. So what is that? Let us let us try to this also. Let us run it. Let's go to monitor, workflow monitor. This is running, right? It's successful. Let's go to session log. Yeah, let's do it. What is it? It's moving. Yeah, we got 4, right?
4 rows. Yeah.
0 row.
Now,
Our target is 0, but source is red. No, target is empty, no? That's what we have. Right? So let us go and verify this. And make find it. See, look at it. What we need to do is, so we need to look at this log, like how the data transfer took place here, right? You can see clearly here. Select star table, department table, all. Right output of this. That's also cool. Fine. So we didn't dump the correct message. Yeah. The department table has got data and only router thing it didn't transfer. Now we need to go and look at the data, sorry, configuration of router. Yeah, let us. What is the input you connected, madam, here? input connected to this thing, right? This is
Yeah.
go to group is perfect. No? Can you follow? It's fantastic. It looks like a sync problem tool. Department, take a department, it's fine. And then we connected to wrong thing or what? Yes, that is a problem. Yeah, you connected from default. Yeah,
Okay.
but our condition true is what? New group. Fantastic try, Priyanka. Right? So default, see, true, we gave in default non-true, right? Which means what? Non-true in the sense, if the condition doesn't satisfy, then only control will be sent to what? Default block. Correct, no? Priyanka. So now true
Yeah.
means what? Saying that transfer all the record. Yeah. If you say don't, then it will be sent to default. It's a fantastic try, Priyanka. So now what we can do is we just start to connect from new group to target, Priyanka. Yeah. Now you got,
Okay.
no? You can just try save it. You can do it.
Yeah.
We'll say it because that's a good thing you tried. Yeah. You can just delete this, madam. Let's say I deleted it. Now connect new group 1 to target. Yeah, yeah, fantastic, madam. Now save it. Yeah, this is how we need to try in the sense in a different way, right? So you can always understand. So you need to refresh this session, madam. Remember the concept here is any change that you do for existing mapping, right, would require refreshing of session at workflow level. Remember, right click on session, you can see refresh mapping. Right click, madam. Select refresh mapping. Yes. Now can you see warning symbol on the top of this session? We need to save it now. That's all. Save it. Which means change. There is a change reflected in the session. That's it. Now you can run, madam. That's all. Yeah, here also you need to refresh. Just refresh this. Same thing, right? There's a refresh button in the top. Yeah, that's fine. Right click and session log you can do. Yeah, now you can just come down. Come down. Load summary in the bottom. Next. Yeah, now you can see, right? Load. 4 rows have been transferred. Yeah, come down. Yeah. Now you can see 4, madam. You can see right here itself. Now you can verify this in the target location, madam. Open your file and look at the result. Yeah. Anyway, you'll get it anyway. Yeah, you'll have it. Yeah. So that's it. Now let us move on to like how to add one more. Let's how to add a condition. Yeah. Then we'll focus on how to add multiple conditions. Right. Let's go to designer. Let's move on. Yeah. Go to designer. Yeah. So double click on router. Go to groups. Yeah. So here instead of true, we need to build a condition. This is exactly similar to what we did in filter. There is no change. Yeah. Let us say I'll put here department number less than 20. Let us take 1. Yeah. Yeah. Fine. Less than 20. Validate. Okay. And then say okay. Right. Yes. Now this particular what filter condition has been added, right? Now the question, yeah, let's finish this flow.
You modified modified the existing one.
Yes.
Existing.
Yes,
Okay.
you are right. I just open router transformation. Go to groups and I've just click down arrow button here. Can you see here? There is. So just
Yeah.
click on it. So I just add a condition here. That's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So others, please add. Dinesh, yes. Now click on down arrow button. Click on condition now. Yes. Priyanka, you can also do it, madam. You already added, huh? Priyanka?
Yes, I have added.
Oh, perfect. Oh, there's a lag, huh? Voice, madam. Looks like there's a lot of lag. Fine. So
No, I was
now,
speaking in mute.
okay, that's
There's
fine.
no lag.
Fine. Say okay. Say okay. That's it. Yeah. Now let us save this. I've already saved it. That's a no change. So after saving, right, we need to go back to what workflow manager and then refresh this particular session. Yeah. Like refresh. Now, can you see warning symbol? It means there is a change happened in the mapping. Look at here. Then save it. That's it. We don't need to do anything. That's all. Target, path, everything is same. Yeah. After that, we need to execute the workflow. Yeah. Yeah. So anybody has got result? If you have not got it, then I'll talk about it. So because from now on, let me get confirmation from me. Yeah, fantastic. Dinesh has got it. I think Priyanka also has got it. Delhi also has got it. Correct, no? So let me also do it. Yeah, I think I have executed. I'll go and look at the result. Yeah, target is same, right? See, we can see only one record because we gave department number less than 20. Perfect, no? Please let me know if anybody has not got it so that we'll fix it because we can always fix any kind of problem. Yeah. Fine. Now, if it is completed, then I'll talk about another topic. Yeah. So you got the two rows, huh? Dinesh, looks like your condition is different, right?
Yeah, greater than.
Less than. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's good. Good try. So now, yeah, you're doing it, right, Priyanka? Yeah, finish it, fine. Save it. Save it, madam. We need to save it first. Yeah, now run it. Delay got it, no?
Yeah. I got one row.
Yeah. Yeah. So now, yes, Priyanka madam is trying. So fantastic. You got it, madam. So all of us, we're all in the same page. Now the next is what will happen to leftover records which are not satisfied with this condition? If you want to capture those records also, then where do we have it? You can get it from default block, which means what? Anything which is not taken care by case blocks, right? That will be captured by using what? default block. Let us try to capture even unmatched records also, which means greater than or equal to 20. That's what it means. So for that, what need to be done? We can just go and add one more target here. Add one more target. So I'm just modifying existing one only. Add one more target here. Clear, no? I repeat, add one more target. So here you can just connect. Connect only department number because number, right? That's it. Yeah. Right? That's it. So just I connected from default department number to what second target, which is going to be the SQ_1. Yeah. Done, no? Connected, right? Yes. Oh, again, movement problem. Huh? Scroll. You can just do scroll up or down. Down it should do. Yeah. Now you got it. Now I can just connect the next. You need to what I need to do is just select title thing and move. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Now I can connect. Yes. Organize this. Let's move. Yeah. Then you can just put it. Now I can connect the next. Now, Priyanka, you have done it, right? Already fantastic. I think looks like you have done. Delay, I think you have done. So let me save it. Yeah. Make sure that you save it. Huh? After that, we can go to workflow manager. Yeah. So we need to do what? Refresh. Yeah. So if you save it now, we should find two targets now. Look at here. If you go to mapping, can you see here? There are two targets here. Earlier, we had only one target. Now we need to configure second target, path and file name. Right? Let us go and configure that. Yeah. So here we can specify C:/target. Yeah. And the output file name also we can supply here. Let us say I'll just put STQ_router default.txt. Yeah. Done, right? So that's it. Like how one can start what you call taking care of this particular adding router part. Yeah. Yeah, done. Huh? All. That's it. Save and done. Now save it. Yeah, workflow is valid. Then execute this work. Yeah. So I think the next is done. Priyanka is done. Vila is done. Now, so let us verify the result for default block. So this one, right? So let's open the session log. So we need to have two targets result, right? So let's go to the bottom. Yeah, can you see here? There are two targets. I just went to the target. So one row here, 3 rows in what? Second target. You can clearly see here the two targets. SEQ1 TG dispatch 1. Second is what? SEQ1. So second default, right? 3 rows. And first is what? Our conditional thing, which is 1 row. That's it, right? Now we can also verify this in the target file as well. Yeah. This part I think we have already seen. First one record, right? And second one we need to see, which is a default result. Yeah, that's it. 20, 30, 40, right? This is what we expected, and we got the expected result. Yeah. So that's it. Now the next question: how are we going to add our own new group? One group we added, right? Can we add another group which is more than one group? Answer is yes. Yeah. Probably you can take the exercise. I'll just show how to add it. Yeah. So I do lunchtime or after the session, right? You can do it. It's very simple. Just go to properties of this router transformation and select groups tab and click on add. That's it. So here again, we can specify condition here, like whatever condition that you want. So let us say I'll just apply department number greater than 10 and department number less than, let us say, 30. So we'll have data in 3 targets now. One is going to be, let's validate this first. Yes. Probably can just add it. Let's finish it. Yeah. Because 2 custom targets and 1 default target. You can just add this condition. Yeah. First, go and add one more group. Click on plus button here. Yeah. Now clicked already. Yeah. Now you can just go and add the condition here. Dinesh. Click on this. Add a condition. Yeah. Perfect. Delete and add a condition, Dinesh. Yeah. Now you added new group, right, madam? Yes, new group is added. And this is also added. Yeah, perfect. DPTNO, I think, right? Delhi. Name, yeah. Perfect. So I think yeah, Priyanka is done. And then department number greater than, not dot. Dinesh. Greater than. Yeah, that's correct. Perfect. That's all. Now validate. Click on validate so that if you have any issues in this condition, right? It will throw. Yeah.
Yeah, O missed it. Department.
DPT number. D is missing. Name, right? Name is wrong. Yeah, perfect. Second side, other side. D is missing there. After and, right? Finished. Yeah, D. Yeah. Perfect. Now you can validate. I think all done, right? Yes, I think it's. Now say apply. Okay. Let me also do it. So let me just. Oh, it should not be greater than here. Huh? This is wrong. It should be less than. Remember, in between, right? It should be greater and less. Yeah. Say validate. Okay. Then say okay. Yeah. Apply and okay. Now we can just. That's it. Like how one can start what you call adding
Please enroll our general membership for 399 plan to get access of all the parts.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $399 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.